I'm just checking everyone can hear.
I can hear you.
Wicked. So I had a really bright idea before starting today. On my computer it said, please update your computer. And this was half an hour ago, so I clicked the update button and here we are. I'm using my mobile phone. So if I sound weird, it's because I'm on my mobile phone. So I've got no notes. I've got it's started well. Anyway, hello everybody. I hope you're doing okay. Welcome back to another LondonFurs online special. Thank you for coming along to listen and get involved. This is this number 5? I think it's number 5. Apologies for... You good? I just had a bloop. I had a little bloop. Firstly, apologies for missing the last meet. I had a work meeting in Cornwall, which meant I couldn't guarantee a decent enough internet connection to talk to everyone. But I did hear it went very well. So if you were at that one, thanks, and hope it was a good one. This is our 5th meet since the lockdown began, which is kind of crazy to say, because it does really feel like time is flying by now. We are already in October, which is mental. From what started as such a positive beginning to the year, it feels like everything has been put on pause. We're working hard still to try and get meets back up and running, including experimenting with ideas for smaller meets and trial meets with our regular venue. But obviously they are restricted, and we are restricted by the rule of 6, as well as the lockdown rules. One thing we will guarantee is that we won't be rushing back, and everything will be planned with safety as the utmost consideration. I'm not going to go too much into the current state of the country or how it's being run, but we are clearly in the midst of a second wave of infections. So really want to urge our members to really exercise caution. Again, I've personally been avoiding going out as much with the hope that things will blow over. More interestingly, I'm currently dog sitting this weekend. I've got a Great Dane here called Scooby, who is awesome. It's been nice exploring my local area and getting out to the parks more. And I've also found that exercising more regularly has really helped with keeping my mind and body occupied. Keeping motivated and positive has been a struggle for everyone, including for some of us. Sadly, since the start of lockdown, we've had 6 staff leave the committee, which is a big number. This has been for a host of reasons, some of which have been for negative reasons and others for positive. One big thing has been the feeling of not being able to help out as much for the community, which really has been felt by the whole committee in general, because there's no physical meets to grace with our presence or influence. However, all of the staff that has left have all contributed in their own ways across the years to help make LondonFurs what it is, so I want to pass our thanks on to them all. This is also true of the existing staff too, all whom have really stepped up to the plate during this crazy time and have really contributed to the community in ways that are unseen and unheard. So again, I want to thank all of the staff for all your efforts, and it's been a complete pleasure working with you all during this time. With all this in mind, when we do look to restart meets, we'll be looking for new staff to be involved. So if it's something you've been thinking about getting involved in, please don't be afraid to put yourself forward when we do start up again. We've been working really hard to keep these online meet formats going and have some exciting announcements to make today, as well as have a guest to chat to shortly as well. So without further ado, let's get Tam Wolf back on, who has something exciting to tell us. Tam Wolf, what's going on, bud?
Well, the other day we realized that the next meet we were going to be having was going to be slap bang on the Thibber. So that seemed like a very good opportunity to let's have another competition. Let's have a Halloween competition. Let's announce that right now. So I'm gonna just post a little banner into the chat here, announcing our very exciting Halloween competition. There we go. It should be coming through now. There's also a link as well to our webpage where you'll be able to find all the little terms and conditions. I'll stick that in there as well. So yeah, what is it? It's not just an art competition this time. We wanted to lift the restrictions a little bit, get more people involved. So we have opened it up to anything creative, really. So if you want to do, if you want to write a story, if you want a spooky poem, you want to carve a particularly blood-curdling pumpkin, it's all open to you. So please just get involved, be your creative selves, come up with something spooky. The only things that we were really looking for is trying to keep it family friendly. Let's not go over the top here. And also let's have a bit of a London theme, because that's what we're all about, really, isn't it? So if you can work those in, that would be amazing. And usual things apply, such as, we just by submitting it, we're not going to own your content at all. We're not that type of organization. It is just for fun. And the most important part are the prizes. So you will win bragging rights is the most important part. And
Definitely.
also 2 t-shirts from our Redbubble store, 2 t-shirts of your choice. We have loads of designs up there, so hopefully there'll be something that you like. So yeah, as I said, there's loads more details in terms of conditions and bits and pieces on the website. Probably the most important thing is the deadline, which is going to be on the 31st, and we can show some of your amazing work as well. That's it. So get going.
Really cool.
Be your creative selves.
It's actually, I think I'm going to enter. I'm going to go for it, I think. I don't know.
What are you going to submit? Are you going to dress up Scooby?
I'm going to, actually, yeah, we'll get Scooby in there. We could just be me and Scooby, actually, just like on a mystery adventure.
Are you going to dress as Shaggy?
Yeah, I'll be Shaggy. We've got Scooby. Do you know what? Funny thing about Scooby is Scooby's, she for starters is a grey and white Dane, and she's pretty cool because I've never seen a Dane with those sorts of markings. But when I got I joined this app called Rover, plug-in apps now. That's what we do here at LondonFurs. And it's a dog sitting app. You can like dog sit or walk or doggy daycare, and you get paid to do it. So obviously during this lockdown time, I was like, go on and have a go at that. And the first dog I've been offered is a Great Dane called Scooby. And I was like, this Scooby, surely Scooby has to be a brown Dane with a blue collar and a complete gangster. But I wasn't disappointed, but I was like, I would never say that about Scooby. Scooby don't listen. But I was like, oh, okay, but she's a cool dog, and yeah, going back to what I was talking about. Yes, I'm well up for doing a video with Scooby. Maybe that might be a good shout.
Yeah, videos would be good as well. Make a short film.
Oh hell yeah, like a ghost story or something. Hell yeah, like a ghost story or something. Ooh. Fuck yeah.
I mean, emphasis on the short film there. Don't just submit a 30-minute art house movie with you and Scooby.
No, it was good. That is what I was thinking, like a proper art house movie. It's like it makes 0 sense, but you know, I don't know. But I think that's the way forward.
Yeah. That sounds good. Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing all of the content everyone sends in. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and all joking apart, me too. It would be nice to get the community doing some bits and bobs again. And of course, that will be going on our Twitter and Instagrams, and we may have a special guest to judge them all. So start working hard on them. We've only got 3 weeks. It's a short period of time. We've been ranting for 10 whole minutes. Can you believe it? 10 whole minutes. Let's get staff in here and chatting. I want to see what everyone's been up to, because I've been away for 6 weeks. It feels like I haven't talked to you for a long time. What's going on? Bav, you're first on my list because you're B.
How's it going?
Good, buddy. How are you?
I'm well, thanks.
What's been happening? How's things been over the past 6 weeks?
It's been really, really busy. I mean, what I'm working at right now, we've done like a product launch, so it's been these last 2 weeks have just been manic. I've just been working like from 9 to 11 every night almost. It's been silly hours, but it's launched now, so obviously the storm has settled, but the work still continues because it's launched now. So you've got to focus on to 11 every night almost. It's been silly hours, but it's launched now, so obviously the storm has settled, but the work still continues because it's launched now. So you've got to focus on like phase 2 of it, of keeping it going and stuff like that. It's been really, really busy. But I'm glad like it's all over now, and I'm glad it's on the week of the meet as well. So it's kind of chill out now and enjoy the weekend a bit more.
Right, good. I kind of miss doing like working projects and stuff.
Well, on a plus now, I've gone back to doing streaming as well because since I've been working since March, I've just not had that time to commit to streaming, because when you're working, the last thing you do is jump onto streaming after work. So it's just a case of work, eat, sleep, wake up again, work, eat, sleep, and there's no time to stream anymore because it's just so exhausting. But like now, I'm trying to like squeeze that back into it. So it's trying to be more productive after working. Just even if I'm tired, just give it that extra push.
Good.
Yeah. That's all good.
No, good, mate. Good. Bluey, are you there? Bluey, your name's like code name TW Raven.
Yeah.
Actually,
prior
to this, I was chatting to Tamwolf about people who change their names.
Yeah,
and you're a classic example.
You see, in real life, I've got Sebastian.
You've shamed him into silence now.
Wait, can you hear me? Online, I've got Codename, and in I'm going to say in suit because I can't think of the words at the moment. I've got Blue, and that's the nice rule that I sort of go by.
And then what's the TW Raven and a vendor?
So the TW Raven comes from my old Xbox username, which I'm sort of just phasing out as we go along. And
formerly known as.
Yeah, and Evander comes from me trying to play D&D online for the first time and not knowing how to use the nickname system. However, I'm just not bothered to change it at the moment.
Fair enough. How have you been? Not spoken for like 6 weeks.
Well, I've been doing quite good. Yeah, just in the last year of A levels now.
Jesus.
Work and all that. Yeah. Doing 3 BTEC A levels is
intense.
It's no laughing matter. However, procrastination has been getting in the way quite a bit.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, you got to enjoy your time while you have it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing.
And otherwise, after work, I've been playing role-playing games with a few mates that are within the school and have left school. And I think the main thing from that was Thursday, where we interrogated a sausage, realised the store was also a sausage, and then, later on in that campaign, had blood sacrifices to a sausage. It was an eventful sausage-filled evening.
Crikey! I love a sausage, me. So I'm all for sausage chat.
Indeed.
We've got Latimer. Are you here? Latimer might not be here because.
Hello. Yes. No, I'm here. Hello.
Perfect. What's going on, bud?
I'm not too bad. How are you?
Yeah, good. I'm good. Actually, funnily enough, I had a college exam the other day, which was quite interesting going to do. It was the first time I had an exam since I left fucking university or school or whatever. It was quite nice. I passed it, so I felt very good about myself. So yeah, I'm in a good place. How's your 6 weeks been?
I mean, here and there. I mean, I've been up and down from Nottingham and back a couple of times between there and stuff. So yeah, busy. Been out train spotting a lot as well. It's been good fun.
Do be careful out there because of bloody
Yeah, I am. I'm deliberately going to quieter stations. Here's Huntington. They have. Yeah, I know. I talk about trains. Shush. They're taking out the old A14. They're taking out the viaduct. So there's this really weird photo where there's a bit of the viaduct missing, and it's strange because they rebuilt the A14. So it's.
It's so cool. It looks post-apocalyptic.
Yeah. Yeah, they're dismantling it over the next couple of years because they've built a new road to bypass it altogether. It's cool.
Good. Lupus Fur, what's going on, buddy?
Work.
Work.
Work and driving trucks. That's it.
Driving trucks?
Yeah.
Oh, virtual driver. Is that any good?
I've been spending hours doing it. Hours.
That doesn't answer the question. That doesn't answer the question, man.
Does it have like in the truck cab? Can you have like a little microwave and do your little pot noodles while you're going along and stuff, or is it like
There's
not
a little bed,
not that realistic?
But you can't get in the bed. No.
Dear.
Yeah.
Family good dogging spots.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of good dogging spots. Yeah. Especially in Russia for some reason. Don't know why.
Jesus. But just work otherwise. Well, it's a bit.
Work.
At least.
It's quite hard work to launch a UK debit card. Just saying. So there's that.
I bet. I've been seeing a lot of like debit card adverts on TV recently, like custom ones and stuff. Because there was that time, wasn't it, where I think Halifax or one of the banks were doing debit card, and loads of people were getting their
Barclays, I think.
Was it Barclays? Yeah. And loads of people were getting their debit cards with fursuits or their personas on, and then they were just like, fucking stop this right now, because it's costing them a fortune.
It's very expensive. Yes.
By the looks of it, you can still do it. I just googled it.
Ah.
Yeah,
I might have to swap to Barclays just to give it that.
So they moderate it, so you can't submit anything naughty.
Yeah. Other banks are available.
Yeah, other banks are other banks are other options for sure. Right, good. Well, no, good man.
Also, we are. If nobody will know, but we're trying to stream this on Facebook and YouTube at the moment. So
I was going to ask you about that, but I didn't know whether I should ask you live, and that would be like,
Well, it's submitting. I don't know if we can see
it's submitting.
But,
Something's happening.
It's working on YouTube, so
it is working on YouTube fine. Yeah, I can see it.
I've just pinned it on Telegram. I'm not sure. Facebook. Facebook is Luke says transmitting, but I'm checking the page right now, and there's nothing there. I don't know, but at least YouTube works.
That's weird.
If you Telegram it, then I can whatchamacallit. I'll put it on.
It's on Telegram right now. I pinned it.
Oh, it's beautiful. But this is amazing. What you can do with phones now is amazing. The fact that I can do all this on my phone, like my computer is working now, but I'm scared to switch to the computer in case the mic will sound weird. So I'm just going to stick to the phone. But I'm now tweeting while talking to you in case the mic will sound weird. So I'm just going to stick to the phone. But I'm now tweeting while talking to you and taking photos and hanging out with Scooby. So yeah, things are good. Technology, mate.
Technology.
Noah, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, not much. I've been editing photos. This is what I was up to last meet. This is why I wasn't here. This is one of the models' photos. But it was a Crash Bandicoot shoot to celebrate the launch of the new game.
Have you played the new game?
I haven't. No, I don't have the next gen console, unfortunately. But I really enjoyed the original ones, but I was so bad at them.
Yeah, they're hard though. They're hard.
Oh, they were. They were. It was because it was like PS1 era where games were absolutely brutal.
Yeah, they were. They was savage, and the graphics were just like the messed up graphics kind of made it harder as well. I think, or at least trying to play it original now is like hard work.
Oh yeah, it's like it. The remakes is how I remember the graphics looking, but when you go back and look at these things, dear God, do they not look anywhere near as good as we remember them?
Yeah, I know, right? Don't like PS1 graphics, man. Savage.
Oh God, so few polygons.
Cool. I need to meet up with you and do another photo shoot at some point.
Yes, definitely.
There's actually really cool, like another area that's covered in graffiti in this nature reserve, and I'm actually gonna following today. I'm gonna take Scooby out and walk and go and do some investigation. So I've got a what's it called? I've got like sandals, protective sandals. So, and I might buy a tarpaulin or something and put it down. Mate, I'm all about my foot paws. Don't worry, I've got to protect. I'm more worried about when meats return and having the white foot paws and someone spilling red wine on my paws. I think I would just literally cry.
Oh, don't say that.
It's not a matter of if; it's a matter of when.
I literally have nightmares about that. I've had nightmares about people just they could become red foot paws. You're right. Lion, you're right. It could become red foot paws, but no. Actually, it could be a good Halloween thing, that couldn't it? Maybe the Halloween entry, just fucking hanging out in your fursuit, and then bang, curry, bang, red wine, bang, fucking what else? All sorts.
Motor oil.
Motor oil. No. Amazing. And then fire at the end, and that would be that.
Yeah.
Good. Okami, what's going on, buddy?
On that note, yeah. Well, I think motor oil is a risk where I live because our housemate loves dicking around with cars. He's got several of them, and he just keeps on fixing them up for track days and shit. He's a really handy guy to have around. Yeah. What's going on with me? Work, and I had a panic attack like yesterday because I remember suddenly October's here, and I forgot that I'm doing a 3-day online training course starting on Friday, and I haven't looked at any of the pre-course. Fuck.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, I postponed it from May bank holiday weekend because I just couldn't do it because work was too batshit then. So I can't postpone it again. But it's a neuro-linguistic programming course. Start of a practitioner course. So it's basically like using language to get into people's headspaces and hopefully help them out and like reprogram your own shit, your own bad habits, and that sort of thing. So that's gonna be quite fun. But I've got a lot of shit to fit in between now and Friday, as well as working and all the rest of it. And
entering the Halloween competition.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'd do for that. I mean, I could try and do some writing, but it's been a long time since I've done the actual proper writing for other people to consume, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
Other than just like D&D adventures, but that's not really long narrative form, so it doesn't really work. Other than that, only downside that's happened recently is our eldest cat, my boy Rodney. We had to have him put down a couple of weeks back.
Oh,
but he was 21 years old, man. He was 21 years old.
21, fucking
He'd had an amazing fucking life. And he injured himself. And it wouldn't have been fair to ask him to recover from that at his age, with various other bits of him starting to fail as well. So we made a decision for him and let him pass away with dignity and no pain. So
good, absolute ledge.
Yeah, you got to do it. You got to make the right decisions for your animals, even if you sometimes don't feel like it's necessarily the right decision. But it is the right decision if it's the good thing for them. So yeah, other than that, it's just fucking lockdown bullshit. I miss seeing people's faces. I miss being able to hug people. I miss just fucking lockdown bullshit. I miss seeing people's faces. I miss being able to hug people. I miss doing Dungeons and Dragons in a room with people, and I miss the weirdly, I'm missing the 2 to 2.5 hour drive and tube journey to get to meets and just like be in a room full of people laughing and talking and being quintessentially alive. You know?
This is it. It's weird the things you do end up missing.
Yeah,
Like...
I'm missing the A12 and the A14. What the fuck is wrong with me?
How can you miss those roads? They're like the most atrocious roads in the country.
Oh, and then it's the central
It's
one at the other
insane.
end of it. It's like, fuck that.
You know, you have a problem when someone else, other than someone who likes trains, is missing trains.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Akami sounds like it's from Upwell. We just said in the chat. I'm originally from Colchester in Essex. Fucking shithole that it is. Moved out there a while back, and I'm now living up near Ipswich. So yeah,
My neck of the woods.
originally an Essex boy, then by way of Suffolk, and fuck knows what my accent does. So I don't know. Where did you think I was from? That's definitely not your way. North. Nah, man. North. Nah. I just I spent a fair bit of time up north in my youth, up around Yorkshire way and that, and I fucking love it. You go north of the Wash, and people get a lot more straightforward and honest, and the scenery is fucking wonderful up there. I absolutely fell in love with North Yorkshire moors and Edale over in the peaks and the Lake Districts. Yeah, Colchester, shithole. Nice to walk around Colchester town centre and feel safe. Feel absolutely safe. You know, it was pretty good then, but I played a few gigs there more recently, and walking around Colchester town centre now, it's on edge. It's constantly on edge. It's just, man, fuck that. It is. I know. Yeah, it ain't fucking London. It ain't, as bad as some places I know, but Colchester, fuck me, man.
No,
it just does not feel right anymore. It doesn't feel like my town, which is sad because I was born there and lived there for my first 20 odd years. And going back there now, it's like, you can keep it. I'm done.
I'd probably say Brighton. Brighton now will probably be nice to walk around, but when it's fucking like Stag and Hen do Central, it's just like fuck it. It's like a few of those seaside towns, bruv, are just like rinsed by that culture of like, not good.
To make it a happier note to go on, because I feel like I've talked quite a bit, but I want to end my bit on a happy note. My band's finally got its shit together, and we're heading into studio in the beginning of November to finally start laying down tracks on our new album again.
Oh, mate, awesome.
Yeah, I've got to do a load of studying for my course on Friday and start playing bass again, because basically during lockdown I haven't bothered my ass, so I've got like a whole album's worth of shit to get on lock in about 3 weeks.
Amazing. Let me know if you need a guest singer to grace your album with. My fee is pretty fair.
Yeah. Is it just like some butt pats and a little bit of a scratch up behind an ear? Is that it? Is that your fee?
Exactly.
Fucking sweet.
In, done, sold.
Yeah, that's pretty much our budget. Sweet.
In, done, sold.
Yeah, that's pretty much our budget.
That's it. That's how we operate around here, around these parts.
We're on this week.
What's going on, Sparks?
Lots and lots of work.
Excellent.
Just like everyone else, really, just dragging on. But overall, getting through it slowly. So yeah, more of a day in, day out stuff at the moment.
Fair enough. I mean, I wanted to mention actually, and I meant to do it when Noah was speaking as well, but Noah's still here, so we're all good. But we had a staff meeting, didn't we, like 4 or 5 weeks ago, and the staff meeting like started off all very professional, very what's going on there, blah 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 blah, and then the next thing, Noah. No, it was Ty. It was you and Ty were like talking about street lights and like how you got these street lights in your house, and like it became a fucking light fest. It was incredible.
That sounds like Ty.
It was Ty, yeah. It was Ty and Sparks. Have you got any more lights in the past 6 weeks, or has it not been not good hunting?
Actually, you may have mentioned it. Up the road is some traffic light changes.
Ooh.
and I was tempted to stalk the workers and ask if I can take one of the pedestrian crossing things. So when you press the button, stalk the workers and ask if I can take one of the pedestrian crossing things. So when you press the button, the lights go off. You know.
Honestly, Skunk, you need to get in with these two because they are like mad about these lights. Like the staff meeting just turned into like light comparisons and like what different different bulbs and we were just like, my mind was blown. I was like, I couldn't believe this is a thing. We should have a little light panel, I think. Yeah, to be fair though, I hate the LED lights. They're outside my house actually, and I was thinking that the other day when I was walking home. I'm like, this light is just offensive. Yeah. Good. And finally, we have the mighty Tam Wolf.
I'm back. How's it
back.
going, buddy?
Yeah, all good. What's been happening? 6 weeks.
Oh, well, I've had my first 5 days off since January, so that's been interesting. Because I realised I actually had to take some holiday. Because I don't know if anyone else found this. It's like I don't want to whinge about working, but it's been one of those things there. Like, the thing that's killing me is also the thing that's saving me because it's been keeping me completely occupied, yet it's burning me out completely. And for a while, I was always terrified of taking holiday because it's like I don't just want to sit around for 5 days glaring out the window. I just want to keep working because that keeps me busy. So I kind of bit the bullet and took these 5 days off, but kept myself busy. Redecorated my spare room. It's not a euphemism.
White.
You know what I mean?
Lol.
It is not white, actually.
Oh, dear.
So yeah, I mean, I kept myself busy, and it's actually been pretty good. And I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't take more time off earlier. But yeah, that's been all right. And then I've been trying to get a few other little projects off the ground, trying to work on some like podcasts with some friends and things. But
do you know what? We need to do that, don't we? We need to get that going.
We need to kick off the Tom and Annie Bants Hour.
Yeah, Tom and Annie Bants, just constant bants, just relentless bants.
Just too much bants. To the point where people start tuning out because it's like, it's too much, guys. You need to tone down your bants by 75%.
Banter
you could have like
bants with an 8.
You could have topics that we don't actually talk about, but it's just
we'll just wade into topics with very little knowledge on it.
Yeah, smash,
but very opinionated on them. Yeah. It's a bit like during, when the Olympics is on and everyone becomes fucking experts on dressage and stuff.
Isn't it? Exactly.
Biochemistry.
Suddenly we're all diving experts.
The awkward commentary is the best kind of commentary for sure.
Yeah, so yeah, let's kick that off. We'll just do it on here each meet. We'll just grab a room. People can come and listen to us.
Yeah, that's
wild opinions.
100%. It just like it's unfiltered. It's just relentless bands. A cluster of bands
will be around Scooby.
Yeah, with Scooby, featuring Scooby.
Tam, Annie, and Scooby. Scooby's just like your hype dog, really.
Yeah, with Scooby, featuring Scooby.
Tam, Annie, and Scooby. Scooby's just like your hype dog, really.
Scooby's the hype. Scooby! Woo woo! Yeah. Scooby! Looking great.
So yeah, that's my week.
Yeah, good. That's the kind of week I wanted to hear about. Yeah, I've just noticed in the chat Lexi Deer talking about Among Us, and I think it's everything. I'm still not played Among Us, but I've heard it's like an old game, isn't it? It fucking come out.
It's good. I played a bit of Among Us this week.
It came out 2 years ago.
It's old, yeah, it's an old game, and like and now it's become popular. Yeah, 2 years ago it was an old game.
Do you think they've been like sat around for 2 years going, why isn't anyone playing this now? They've gone bust.
No one get this?
And then suddenly everyone's playing it. They're like, oh, that's great. We're starving.
Yeah, literally, and like everyone now is playing it. It's a bit like Fall Guys, similar thing. But I was saying we should I was gonna suggest we should get a whatchamacallit, get a room going and do it. Like, you can just play it on your phone, can't you? I downloaded it on my phone. I've gone as far as downloading it on my phone, but I haven't actually done it. But yeah, Lexi, we can do that today. We'll try and set something up, like following all
give
this
me a moment.
malarkey. We'll get a room and do it. Why the hell not? Good. So today we have got a guest, Silverley. You're in the chat, aren't you? Are you here?
I am, yes. Hello, everyone. Hello, LondonFurs.
How are we doing?
We're doing very well, thank you.
An event that you did?
Yeah, the One North Virtual Tales. Yeah, it was 2 weekends ago. Yeah. So it was and just a little thing that we set up because obviously we're not able to meet in person. It was the same weekend we were due to have our get together up here in Northumberland, in northeast of England, and we decided to put together this virtual event instead.
It's really cool. Well, I mean, we can relate to that exactly because it's kind of what we're doing now. We sort of move to these online formats. But with Wild North, how long has Wild North been going? Has there been physical meets and stuff?
There have been physical meets, yes. The first one was 2 years ago, circa in 2018, and that was just a small little gathering just up in the countryside in Northumberland, just a dozen of us. Last year we upgraded a bit. We got a castle, basically, and we met again.
Just a little upgrade.
A little upgrade, yeah.
But it looks amazing. So I saw some of the photos from the event chat from the last meet, and it's actually a castle. It's amazing. Such a good idea.
It is. Yeah, grade 1 listed, 13th century castle. Yeah.
And what's the capacity of the place?
Capacity, it's high double figures. I mean, they did set up 4 groups to hire out, youth groups and things. So it's all self-catered as well. So we're in the position where we're able to offer food for everyone. That's all included in people's admissions, and it's basically a blank canvas. Really, we've got different event spaces. So the last year when we were able to meet up in person, we had some karaoke going on and had some games, and basically just free to do what you like with the place. Also got a falconry group in as well. They gave a talk as well.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. Now, how many of you are involved in setting up and everything?
So we've got 5 of us in the team, but we do like to have it where everyone's sort of able to get involved. So, for example, we had one guy, Zasha's Swordberg, who's a trained sword fighting HEMA instructor. He was going to come along and run some workshops so people can come along and try out some sword play for themselves. Obviously, that wasn't possible this year, but one of the things which he did for our virtual event was he put together a couple of videos in the end, just talking through some of the exercises which can be done at home, and a bit of introduction to the sword play as well. So that was kind of what we were going for, really giving people a sense of what we were all about, especially the ones who hadn't joined us before, and also put together some of the events that we weren't able to have in person.
Yeah, it's awesome. It looks like an amazing event, and it's cool that you're able to switch it over to the online format as well. And we're lucky really with Discord, aren't we? I guess because Discord does work really well for this sort of thing. It just it flows quite well and stuff. What we're saying that Bav was saying actually it'd be awesome to have like a proper like hog roast and stuff, wouldn't it? Like hog roast and stuff, wouldn't it? Like do a proper mead and hog roast, like.
Yeah, rather like that idea. Actually, yeah, it was something he mentioned previously. Actually, the last LondonFurs online meets. Yeah, I just really like that idea. Possibly something to look into in the future. The first stage is actually being able to meet up in person in feasible enough sizes of groups.
Just send all the hogs to me, man. Just send them all to me. All the hog roast to me. I'll eat in front of a camera.
It's all funny for vegetarians.
Oh yeah,
anyway.
true. We need like a big
times are changing. Times are changing with lockdown. You got to survive.
Can't you like a tofu or anything?
We'll just get a big lump of tofu and put that on the spit roast.
Carve it as a thing.
Linda McCartney. Yeah.
Oh.
Linda McCartney. Yeah, exactly. Give her a shout.
What with the seance?
Oh my God. Enough. I've got a lot. That's too much. Poor Linda.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's awesome.
She's great.
Yeah.
No, but it's such a cool thing, and I actually hadn't heard about it until you sent me that message. Really, so I think it's something that obviously when you all get started back up again, and hopefully when things do recover, as they surely will, let us know. We will be happy to advertise and stuff at meets and things like that. That's the other thing. When you're in the city a lot, you don't get out and do things like that. Up north it's a bit more it's the open space, and it's a bit nothing better than all that sort of like vibe, outdoory vibe.
Yeah, because you were speaking about it a little earlier as well about heading up of the north. I myself was originally from the east of England and Suffolk as well. Moved up here for work and also because my fiance lives up here. Also went to university up here as well. And yeah, I do like it up here, sort of, and just the open space and being able to get out in the countryside. So being able to do this kind of event, which is furry and also in that kind of setting, is really nice.
Yeah, it's a super cool idea, man. Really, it's awesome. How did the online event go in the end? Was it successful?
Yeah, I'd say it was successful. Say in terms of the people who went along, roughly the same size as we had going on here at the moment. Yeah. The people sort of coming out over the course of the weekend, because we ran over the Saturday and the Sunday.
Nice.
So yeah, so pretty much an afternoon and evening, and then sort of a bit of open gaming things at the end. Quite a few panels. So we had the sword play one as well. We had someone giving a history of the furry fandom in Northern England, in this part of the world. And say a couple of games at the quiz as well. We also had a choose your own adventure, which one of the team actually put together a whole story, like those choose your own adventure books in the 1980s. Yeah. So there's a story with like a whole series of different options, and we as the audience were able to vote on which way the main character went, how he progressed through the story.
Wicked.
Take a vote on which way he went. Yeah. Luckily, managed to get one of the good endings. I understand those are going to be put up online, so people can just play those through at some point in the near future, and see how they get along and try out some of the different endings that were put together.
That would be quite a cool submission for the old Halloween competition we got going on. Like doing a choose your own adventure style story. That'd be quite a cool thing to do. Yeah, I like that. It's amazing the ideas people come up
could
with.
Work, yeah.
Yeah, it is amazing the ideas people come up with during like crazy times like the moment. It's just
and putting it together at relatively short notice as well, because we were hoping, and probably against hope actually, that we were able to meet in person right up till late June and early July, and we're thinking, well, was there going to be a possibility? And was he looking at what's happening elsewhere in the world, especially with different furry events as well? This is seen as we're going further along in the calendar. All the cons in America and Europe and just all around the world really, and one by one saying they're having to postpone. Unfortunately, then came to our time, but we decided quite soon after that in early July, and well, rather than just leave everything for a year, let's do something. And if we can't get together in person, let's get together online.
Yeah, and that's really cool. Well, I mean, it's a really cool thing to do, and it's like a lot of conventions seem to be doing it now. It's just great that we can do it. What's at what point were you looking at it and going, "Oh God, we can't do this. Like, we can't do the event fully"? When did you guys cancel essentially?
It was around that late June, early July time. Obviously, we had a bit of discussion within the team. It's looking to well, less and less likely, really. The actual announcement that we put out, it was first week in July. So that was kind of the point where we had to realistically, in terms of were we able to go ahead and get everything together. We kind of had to make a decision at that point.
It's stressful, isn't it? It's one of those where you kind of, what can you do? I mean, it's the times are the times, and it was weird because we had this period between what was the first and second wave, essentially, where everything was looking, it was almost looking like we'd be all right. That it was, things could have potentially returned to normal, but yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, especially when you sort of got to around May. Well, actually, right at the start, because they were talking about some overall modelling saying that by the time we get to autumn, then I think originally they were saying about September, October, things potentially be back to normal, that the curve would be flattened or whatever. And we thought, well, that works out quite well for us because we could be right at the start of people being able to get together again. And then obviously they set up the timetable around about May time, so thinking that things would be mostly open from July onwards. But yeah, things just didn't work out as we hoped, really.
Yeah, annoying. Because it would have been a good one, really. So I presume you guys are looking to go again for 2021, though.
We are, yes. So we've arranged with our venue. It's going to be 24th to 27th of September 2021. So it's a Friday to a Monday thing. And yeah, it's a welcome people from all over. We had a couple of people come from the southeast last year and from Scotland as well. I talk about some people coming across from Norway as well. So there's some actual people of bring across a bit of the Viking tradition, which would be great. Awesome. So yeah, great to see people there.
Yeah, nice. All right. Well, September it is, 2021.
Hopefully, yeah. Course crossed.
Is there a registration when you guys open for those sorts of things? Will it be later on next year? Or?
There will be registration. That will be on the website wildnorth.uk. Generally do that around late February, early March. So there'll be a few months for people to register. Not looking for people to pay straight away. So it's really when you can. We keep that running until about a month before, so up until the end of August. And yes, I say hopefully we can open at that time, and just take things from there.
Cool. Well, it's been very good having you on, and you were on last week but yeah, I wanted to just sort of catch up with you and just see how things were going and just learn a bit more about the event because it did look extremely interesting. Hopefully I'm around next year to come along and come and have some fun. But yeah, thanks a lot for coming along today. And
nice. Thank you for inviting me.
Catch up again soon, buddy. Good.
We will. Great.
Good. So we are coming to the end of our power hour. Tam Wolf, a power hour. I think that's what it needs to be called from now on. Is it Tam Wolf still there? Oh, Tam's gone.
Maybe.
Maybe. The power hour is. I feel like it's just not enough power for the hour. Who knows? I'm just slowly delaying while I try and open up a schedule for today. I'll do it on my phone actually because I'm useless on my computer at the moment. I'm never updating my computer ever again. That's a promise to everyone from here on in.
What did you do?
Never again.
Come on.
So if you haven't been to one of the online meets before, obviously we start off with an hour and a catch up, and that is something we have done. at 1 o'clock, we've got the fursuit maker panel, which is hosted by the lovely Faruku Lion, who is in this chat as well. Faruku, are you around?
I think so, if my mic's working.
Hell yeah.
No, it's me.
It's like we've done this before.
Yeah, like 3 times. Whoa.
Amazing. How have you been?
I'm good. I'm just at work at the minute.
Yeah. How many suits have you got on the go?
In total, probably about 20, 25.
Crikey.
Yeah.
So
That's me job.
Appreciate you taking the time to do the panel as always. And it's extremely valuable resource for anyone that wants to get into making fursuits or has questions about fursuit making, or might even be potentially looking to get a fursuit at some point. So do check out once we finish up here in the event voice, you move over to the fursuit panel voice and chat, isn't it?
Voice and chat, yeah, that's the one.
And are you're going to be streaming from the shop as well?
I'm going to be streaming from my shop, yeah.
So cool.
So I can show you loads of examples. I can answer questions. You can talk about shit.
Perfect.
You can watch me drink a coffee for an hour.
The coffee power hour.
My coffee power hour.
Love it. Good. And then obviously we'll start opening up games rooms from 2 p.m. And I think we should try and do an Among Us one today, and I'll jump on and try and have a go.
I just created the rooms for it.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I've got it on my phone. I don't know, like, someone can be in charge, I guess, and we'll try and make it happen.
You're the imposter, definitely.
Yeah, exactly, I guess, and we'll try and make it happen.
You're the imposter, definitely.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It could just be me just playing the long imposter game. As soon as I'm the imposter, mate, you're not going to know. I'm just going to play dumb. That's my tact. Just giving it away. Damn it. And then we have a Minecraft meetup and photos. So if you've got Minecraft, you can jump in and have a sesh on there. So that's hosted by Sparks. Sparks, do you want to say anything to that?
So in the next few months or so, we're rolling out a new plugin that's being customly made by the lovely Quasar. And it's going to be, it's train related, but it allows you to change, to right click on the railway, and you can choose a destination. It will take you there.
Oh, sick.
Someone say trains.
Yes.
That has been summoned.
And so that's what's being worked on. It's all a custom one, so it's obviously being developed. It isn't a 5-minute job.
Yeah, cool. And there'll be a photo as always in the Minecraft server. So if you're around or want to jump on that, hit up Sparks and it will send you the info. And then by about 4 o'clock, we tend to sort of wrap things up. We don't, there's no official ends, but we'll kind of just talk things over. And I've actually just reminded myself, cool, mega vibe, mega hype. But our Halloween event, which is happening obviously on the 31st, because that's when Halloween is, and it's scheduled when our next online meet is. We'll be running the meet later, so it's going to start when things get dark, so it gets a little bit spooky. We need to get some of those cool like voice effects. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like
spooky.
Yeah, spooky stuff.
Like that.
Yeah.
Fog on, thunder. I don't know.
Your soul belongs to me.
Exactly.
This is excellent. This is excellent. Spooky stuff.
All of the
Flag had it prepared.
It's going to
It's
be
just the royalty-free sound.
Yeah. Literally. I hope they're royalty free. Fucking hell.
Bit of a crash.
Oh god, no. But yeah, so we'll be running the meet later than usual. So if you want to come and hang out with us, we'll be confirming the timings, but we're probably going to start around, I'd say 8 p.m. And it's going to be a spooky Halloween meet. So we want to see everyone dressing up and having fun, and entering the competition. I'll post the competition link now for everyone to have a look at. If you missed it earlier, do check it out and do enter. We will have a special guest that will be judging the entries and details of the prizes, etc. Will be online, so do check that out. Maybe someone has actually posted it. No, they haven't. Okay. Good. I think that is that. Now, following, once we close this room, we all tend to just jump in various voice channels and, just have a general catch up. And like I said, the fursuit panel will be opening up, so head over there if you're interested in that. And we'll get those games room going as the voice rooms fill up. So looking forward to talking to everyone, and thanks everyone for tuning in for the Power Hour.
I will be in the newbie corner for all newbies.
Amazing.
Throughout the day.
Sorry.
Yes, I've been trying to get word in.
Sorry, Bluey. God. Always the way.
Well.
So there's a newbies corner for anyone that's new to the format of the online meets. If you want to jump in there and it's a bit calmer, then maybe some of the voice channels will be a bit busy for you. But yeah, the newbies corner is quite a good place to start if it's your first meet. So do go and check it out.
I'll be running the Cards Against Humanity about 2:00.
Yeah, Cards Against Humanity at 2:00 as well, and as the artist Ali chat as well. Sorry, and another art jam canvas. God, we got so much going on. It's insane. Can't keep up with it.
Yeah.
Right, everyone. That is the Power Hour done. Thank you for tuning in, and really appreciate everyone. Coming to listen and hang out, and welcome Sammy Fox.
Yeah, random.
Hell yeah! It's been a smooth Power Hour session.
Oh yeah.
The hell are this music?
Okay, no, stop.
Stop it immediately.
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop.
Alright, sorry.
Lupus fur coming in your ears. Right, very good.
No.
Thanks everybody. Thanks everyone. We will be in the voice channels. See you there.
Bye.
Bye.
See you all in Minecraft.